Boom, done. That was quicker. What everybody? Oh, a couple of you. Figure we should chill before Dave's stream. Click clack. What up, dude? I was supposed to be streaming with Phil from Reef Keeper. We were gonna set up my calcium reactor. I'm all set up in here. Got everything ready. He said it'd be like half hour, and I don't know where he's at. So figure we chill. Chi-Town, what up, dude? Anybody want to come in here and show me something? Tanks, fish. There he goes right there. Phil, can we do it in an hour? Because I can figure this out. Fucking quick, what up? Phil, if we can do it in an hour, pretty much set up. Why do these links take forever? Davis, what's up, dude? Let me just do this. What's going on with that? How about now? No. How about now? Yep. Sync. Hello? I don't know. Do you guys hear an echo? Two of my faces. See if I can turn this around. Oh, that's all I want later. Why am I getting this echo? Phil, I'm ready, bro. See how that looks. Yep. See the little stool? I'm sitting on my daughter's little stool. I don't even think I need that, but you guys got an echo? Boom. There we go. You guys got an echo? Say something, please. Sherry, what's up? Davis. McCallum. What's up, dude? Phil. How do I turn that off? Phil, I need your email. Ready? Phil, I don't think I have your email. The fuck? I don't know how to turn the volume off on my phone. It's all the way down, and the little mute thing on the side of the iPhone is off. Ironworks, what up, dude? About to get it. Trying to figure out how to do this. I don't like how this just sits on it. Oh, say something?
Hey, what's up, Mike?
Cool. You have an echo? Because I can slightly hear it on my phone, but it's all volumes all the way down and the little volume thing's off.
No, that sounds okay. At least on the Hangout it does. I muted my computer.
I don't know how to like take it off of that one.
Hey, give me 1 second. I'm going to feed my dog real quick. I'll be right back.
Yep. Let's figure out how to do this. See, I wish there was like a better way to like mount these. They just sit on there. About to get it in, guys. About to get it in. Got my Neomag and my Reborn over there. I don't even, right here. Instructions suck though. This is it. There's my instructions. And it is not good. I couldn't even figure out how to do this stuff by just like putting this whole thing together. I had to watch DRS's video. These instructions are garbage. CM122 though, up to 1,000 liters, whatever that is. Like a 200-gallon tank or something, I think. Put the doohickey on the flux capacitor. Seriously, that's how I feel. I don't know what's going on here. I feel like that's exactly what I'm doing.
All right. Can you hear me, Mike?
Sure can. Hey, everybody.
Okay, so
echo.
Okay, so Mike, are you using the Kimura, or what are you going to use to either feed or pull from the reactor?
Toms.
Okay, so like in my case, if you look at the screen here, I have 2 tubes going in. This one right here is like a straw. So the water's getting sucked out.
Stop presenting. All right, there you go. Go ahead.
Okay, so on my setup, this tube right here, it's got a piece of just clear acrylic tube, and so it's working like a straw. So the Kimura is sucking water out of my sump into the reactor, and then the other line that's dripping, that's the water the Kimura is pushing back into the tank. So with the Tom's Aqua Lifter, you're going to have one of the RO lines from that going into your sump, into the aqua lifter. From the aqua lifter, you're going to have it coming over into right here, which would be the intake on the skims. And on that particular model, I looked it up earlier in the instructions. Let me go to my computer.
I have the instructions right here, but like the only thing on top right here is it's gonna be hard to do this. Maybe I should mute myself and use the phone. All right, hold on.
Okay, so on your particular calcium reactor, it's going to be right here on the bottom of this tube. So the Tom's Aqua Lifter is the output of the Aqua Lifter is going to go into this tube right here. Can you see what I'm doing?
A little bit.
So from right the Tom's Aqua Lifter is going to.
So right here. Right?
Yep.
So how do I get it in there? I'm going to need a fitting of some kind then, because that won't fit around that.
Yeah, I can't tell, and I can't tell because the video looks grainy on my phone. But there should be.
That'll fit in there.
It looks like on the picture it has like a collar or something, and you put that off.
Actually, it slides right in, but is that going to hold? No, that's not strong enough.
There should be like a little collar that you slide over the tubing, stick the tubing in, and then screw it in.
Is that
mine just
right there?
Mine just has the regular. No, that looks like some type of check valve.
That's all I got. I got that and this little guy. That's all it came with.
Yeah, that's.
So I thought there was supposed to be a elbow in here, like Ryan's video. There was no elbow.
Yeah, see, I've never actually
figure out a way to get it in there. I mean, I can do that later. That's not a big deal.
Okay, so that's where your aqua lifter is going to pump water in, right?
Sure.
Okay, and then on the top of that same tube, that's where your pH probe is going to go in.
Right here.
Yep.
Yep.
And then let me go back to my screen here. And then your CO2 bottle, you're going to hook up your regulator. Looks like it already is, right?
I mean, it's just on here. It's not on there tight. But I mainly just want to get this tubing going because like this, I've been toying with which is some stuff I want to talk to you about. I've been toying with the carbon doser, but if I'm using an Apex to control the pH in the actual reactor, why does it matter what my bubble counter rate is?
It really doesn't.
So I shouldn't even bother. That's why I'm thinking about just using this. Because like I was explaining it last night, it's basically like, in my opinion, like my Apex control my heaters. I don't do it anymore, but I used to just crank my heaters up all the way and let the Apex do the rest. So if why would I try and dial in the bubble rate when I don't really care what it is, assuming that my Apex is controlling it, right?
Yeah, I'll show you why. You could, technically you could do what you're saying. You could crank your CO2 open and it wouldn't really matter. And the Apex will control it because of that solenoid.
Yeah.
But over time, you don't want that. You don't want the solenoid banging on and off, on and off, on and
all
off.
The time.
So what you'll do is that little knob on the side, you'll fine tune that to adjust it so that the CO2 keeps the pH in the reactor where you want it, and it doesn't constantly turn on, off, on, off.
Sure.
And if so, let
So
me
I think
find
the
my
actual Kimura pump might be more important than that, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, you don't have to have that. It's just it just makes it easier to set, I guess. Why isn't my carbon doser?
This is like gibberish to me. So I guess I got one going here, one to here, here to here. See, this is gibberish, dude.
No, for what you're doing,
You're breaking up.
but as far as those tubing, just hook them up. Now I'm getting an echo. Hook them up like the diagram showing.
It's kind of.
You should only have 3 or 4
3 or 4 what?
connections to make.
Well, technically, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 connections. But yeah, you're right. 4. Why do I have an echo? I hate this.
I do too. I can't stand it.
I don't know how to turn this off. It's the volume's all the way down and the thing's off. The volume's off, but
Is the YouTube running on your computer?
yeah, but that's muted.
I don't know why I lost my
Volume's
carbon
all the way
dose.
down. It's at 1. Won't go any lower. How about now?
Yeah, so far I'm not. Yeah, it's better now.
There you go. All right. So this is where I get confused. Like I'm trying to look at the diagram, so this T at the top doesn't really matter then, right?
Let me look at the diagram
Let me try
here.
this. How about echo now?
No, it's just a little bit of reverb, but no really echo.
All right.
Okay, on the very top of that cap, let's see, let me put my screen on. Can you see my mouse pointer?
Yeah, I'm looking at the same instructions you are.
Okay, you see this? You see underneath the cap, there's like a long stem.
Yep.
See if one is longer than the other. Because in my case, it has 2 on the top and one's longer, and you'll want to make sure that one runs down to here.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, see in your hand?
Yep.
See how one of the lines has a longer tube?
There's only one tube in there.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's too damn grainy.
There's only one tube in there. Like inside the tube, there's only one tube. So this is where I get confused because like it doesn't show like a top-down view on here, but it says it basically says one's going to the little one. Thing. So where does this one go? 5. Once the water is flowing back to the pump, adjust the outlet. So out of this second chamber is where it goes back into the tank, right?
Right. That's your fluent.
All right, so that can go last. It says one right here. It says this bad boy right here goes up to the T. So does it matter which side of the T it goes in?
It shouldn't. That one there looks to me, I mean, my reactor's different than that, but that one to me looks like it's a way to recirculate your excess CO2.
So basically just pushing it in, figuring out how far I need.
And then clip it off, yeah. So I can't tell, your fittings look too small on my phone, but mine had like John Gust fittings where the RO tubing just goes in and you know, grabs. But it looks like yours has like a collar and a lock nut or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So this should go to, actually I shouldn't do that. So again, this, and it doesn't matter which one it goes to on the T?
It shouldn't, because that's just the recirculation for your excess CO2.
Well, this is going to be right here. All right, first cut. Here goes nothing. Oh yeah, much easier with this blade, huh?
Yeah, with a hard razor blade.
Yeah, fresh one too. The CO2 is empty too. I need to go fill that up.
And then from the other side of that T, it should run to the top of where your bubble counter is. And
Yeah.
you want to hook it up to the side that does not have the little plastic tube in it, because that's where the CO2 gets pushed in.
Yeah, see, if I didn't have you here, oh, you're right, it shows. So the side without the little straw.
Right.
How do they expect you to tighten this shit up?
Yeah, I can't help you there. Mine has the little push fittings, the John Gust, whatever you call it.
Try and be light with these pliers. I think I got something here to work.
It figures when I'm trying to show you something on the apex graph, for some reason the shit's not working.
All right, so then the other one goes, we say, out of the other side of the T to the part with no straw.
Exactly.
So that could be fairly short, I guess. You need like a college course to set one of these things up, huh?
You know, once you get it hooked up, you'll think it's easier. It just seems difficult, but it's really not. That there was the hardest part for me too, and because the diagram was kind of hard to follow, but luckily on my reactor, BRS and Devin from Reef Dudes both did a video on exactly where all the tubes went. So it was, yeah.
Orange tubing, kind of cool.
And then the Geo reactor is probably the easiest one to set up because it doesn't have a lot of the extra like chambers and stuff like that. It just has pretty much in, out, place for your CO2 to go in, place for your effluent to come out. They're probably the simplest out of all of them. Mine had a flow meter, a couple other bubble counter, and a couple other things on the Vertex. Just makes more hoses. You see on my if you look at my screen, Mike, this is when I first set up
Hold on.
mine.
Let me finish this so I can.
Oh yeah. We can come back to
I
that.
just want to present you so I can see what you're talking about. Oh, well, that just screwed me up. Damn it. Awesome. Go ahead while I take this thing apart. All right, I'm watching you.
Okay, let me go back to my camera here. Okay, this is when I first set it up. Now, if your CO2 is on too much, this is what happens. The solenoid is going to turn on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. And you don't really want that because the more times it's doing it, it's just putting wear and tear on that, the solenoid. And eventually, if it fails, then you're going to have too much CO2 going into the reactor, which will melt your media too fast and turn it into mush. So if it is doing this, but your pH is holding, all you do is slightly back off on the CO2 until it stays on pretty much constant. And the pH in the reactor is where you want it.
What are you running your pH at?
So like right now you can see how there's a straight line?
Damn, dude. That's cool.
It never has, it hasn't shut off in the last like 3 weeks unless I've manually turned it off, which is what you want. My pH in my calcium reactor is right here. So it's 6.84. And I have it set up right here. It turns on when it gets to 6.87 and it shuts off when it gets to 6.79. And it winds up staying right in the middle of those two. And you will notice over time as your pH changes from day and night in the tank, and the graph will kind of follow. You can see right here my pH, how it drops down and then up. Well, the calcium reactor follows the same pattern.
So are you running a free tube underneath?
Now I have a turf scrubber.
Yeah, you do. That's right. So does it have any effect on pH? I mean, it looks like it drops pretty well, doesn't it?
Well, I'm like right now my pH is 8.16 and it usually at nighttime is down in about 8.02. So I'm cool with that. It used to run maybe at 8.25 in the day. So it's dropped a little bit since I added the reactor, but not enough that
Your connection
about, huh?
Your connection is not the best.
Huh. I don't know why.
All right, so we got those two in. Now what? So it looks like It looks like this other single one right here is probably like the gasser.
Let me see, which one? The one next to the one you just put in?
Seems like this one goes.
Oh, that one on top. Let me look here.
How does that work? So I guess
That the one on top's the one that's going to go to your secondary chamber.
the bottom of it, though, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
So once it recirculates through the main chamber, it goes into the bottom. It degasses coming up through there, and then your effluent will come out of the top of that.
So if I'm going, does it matter how much like uh, slack I leave in these?
No, you could no.
So let me think of where everything's at. If I put, does it? It doesn't really matter, I guess. I'll probably put it in the stand like this, back of the stand, front of the stand.
Uh-huh.
So I'm thinking like have the CO2 in the back is what I'm thinking because I only have this little section. So if this is the back of the stand, this is the front. Would I want more access to the CO2 tank or the probably the reactor, right?
Yeah, it really, I mean, they're both, by the time you need to fill up your tank, you're probably going to want to service the reactor anyway. So they'll, it'll all have to come out depending on how long you get out of your CO2 bottle. Did you get, is that 5 pounds or 10
Five. That's
pounds?
how you have a 10.
Yeah, that's good. Shoot. Mine's been running 2 months and my gauge is barely even moved, like one little line.
Yeah. I need to go fill that. To the tank's empty,
No, okay, gotcha.
so I need to go fill that up soon. All right, boom. Then the top would go to the tank. Where's this one go?
That one's where your CO2's going to go in.
Gonna come into my CO2.
So you're going to have a line that goes from there into your check valve, and then from the check valve into your solenoid there, your regulator.
So the arrow on the check valve is that CO2 outwards because the arrow's going this way, so it's CO2.
Yep. Yep.
And then where is this connect? Does this connect to the? This is another thing I can't figure out because I got this bubble counter for the CO2, but I don't know. I got two O-rings. I don't know what's going on. I'll go right there, but I don't know where either of these two. That I guess I can figure out later. Does it matter where the check valve goes?
No, I just have mine. I'll show you where I have mine. I just have it in the middle of the line there. Damn notifications. Okay, so this is my check valve right here. So here's the,
So just like coming right off the thing then.
yeah, so just a little pigtail off the where it goes in, and then the check valve's right here.
So if I would be going here, probably just going to leave this hole tube full until I'm ready to put the check valve in. So this is going to go over here. Do I even need two bubble counters?
No, you really don't even need any. It'll help you. I mean, especially since you're like the regulator you have doesn't really have a set rate, so you can kind of just get it in the ballpark. But even on mine, the bubble counter is pretty crappy because my carbon doser is set up for It's between 4 and 5 seconds per bubble. But if you look at the bubble counter, it's definitely not 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, definitely not.
So I didn't even pay attention to that. I just paid attention to the pH that's inside the reactor, and then dialed it back over time. It doesn't turn off, on, off, on. And then you just work your way down on the. Let's use it to turn on at 7 and off at 6.9. Then what you want to do is test your tank the next day, and if your alkalinity, and then just keep dropping it down until you're locked in. Now, the way I did it is if my tank did drop, then I manually dosed bulk reef supply 2-part to bring it back up where I wanted it, and then test it again the following day and see if it was maintaining or still dropping.
What's up, Joey?
I'm pretty lucky.
These are hard, dude.
What are hard?
Trying to get this check valve on. It's not really on there that well. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you might heat up the tubing a little bit in some hot water and help it over there a little bit better.
So this will go over here, and I'm set then, basically. I just got to figure out how to get the tube. It's like, check this out. I don't know if you could see this, but like, I don't think this is safe. You know?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It looks like you either need a bigger tubing or like there's something missing. Isn't there like a little collar, like your other ones that screw down?
Thread fit, but like a push fit. You know, it gets bigger and has like barbs on it, I guess.
Huh.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
how you're gonna get this onto here. There's got to be a way.
Yeah, you might. Let me show you what I did on mine. You might have to order. You might take a piece of. You might take a. Huh?
It's got this fitting.
Yeah, what you might have to do.
Get a new fitting.
That, or let me show you. I don't know if you'll be able to see this.
Yeah, when you show me yours, it's grainy too.
Okay. You see, take a clear. This is fitting. I got a BRS, so it's, and it goes into one of these John Guest fittings and converts it to the RO tube. Can you see that?
Yeah, but it looks like it's the same size coming in that it is going out. No.
No, it's big. It's different.
All right, I guess I'll have to reach out.
So you could go.
I'll have to figure that out.
Our connection is so bad. Let me double check you're like on my phone, you look super grainy, and
same thing when I'm watching, like when you're presented, I see you.
Huh.
Well, at least the tubing's done, so I can rinse my media soon.
What did you go with, Carib Sea or with Reborn?
I followed you and went with the Reborn.
Yeah, it's not even that dirty. Some people don't even rinse it, but I did. I rinsed mine off.
Do you just use tap to rinse it?
Yeah, I think I rinsed it like in a bucket with tap, and then like when I got done rinsing it all, I just threw some RO in there, kind of swirled it around, and dumped it out. Probably wasn't necessary, but
difficult if you really think about it. It's not that bad. I mean, it's definitely complicated, but if you just watch, I mean, I'd like dedicate like a whole week to like watching a bunch of as many calcium reactor videos as I could find.
Yeah, this guy right here, Watch this video. I think I already sent. I think I might have
Yeah,
sent you the
that's
link.
what
But
got me thinking. Like, there's more than one way to dial in a calcium reactor.
watch this one right here.
Yeah, I watched. Yeah, you sent me that link.
Yeah.
Like, forget everything you know about dialing in calcium reactors. So that's where he, like I was saying, he uses his apex and doesn't worry about bubble count, doesn't worry about like effluent rate or effluent rate.
Right.
All about the pH in the reactor.
Yep. But you still want to. He even mentions in the video you don't want your solenoid turning on, off, on, off. So that's the. I think that's important, and it's kind of the same I wanted to tell you with your heater. I wouldn't crank it
Oh,
all the way on full blast, huh?
I don't this time, but I used to.
Yeah, so I would leave it maybe a degree or two higher than what you want your apex to shut it off at. But
Yeah, that's what
if
I'm
the
doing.
you know what I mean, if the apex ever failed, you don't want to cook your. And the same thing with the CO2, you want it to be fairly constant, so that if it solenoid does stick, you're not melting all your media and trashing the tank.
I was also looking at like, you got the Kimura pump, but there's like on eBay, there's a lot of like lab grade peristaltic pumps. I
Yeah,
wonder if they're cheaper too. You can get like one like lab grade for like 150. I was thinking about trying one of those because they're continuous. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll see. This is the I can show it. I don't know if you can see me and how clear it is. But it is TNA Top Nature Aqua. So we got two gauges. There's a bubble counter right here, but like I said, I haven't figured out how to put it in yet. There's like a couple seals. I don't know where they go. This is
yeah.
on there
I'm
yet.
not sure. I'm not sure on that. It probably goes right on the top there, and then you have an outlet. I would say it goes right on the very top.
Yeah, it goes right here, but like I said,
Yeah.
a couple things, a couple O-rings I need to figure out. There's two, one big O-ring, one small O-ring. I don't know where they go. So it'll go like that and then straight out of here to the reactor, right?
Yep.
Or I could just bypass this altogether and just run right into here, right?
You could.
Do I even need this?
I personally, I don't think so, but you have a bubble counter on the reactor. But I mean, either way, it'll kind of help you get an idea when you get going. You want to, I would say, set it between 3 and 5 to get started, and then to just turn that knob to get your pH. I would start out. Well, you don't have nothing in the tank now, so you could run it just really high, and until you learn how to, lower it, raise it. I practiced on a 5-gallon bucket when I set mine up instead of hooking it to the tank, just to see how the knobs affected the pH in the reactor. Kind of got it in the ballpark, but then I noticed over time on watching the pH meter on the apex for the carbon doser that it was it was turning on and off like every 30 minutes. And so I slowly backed off the CO2 until it just stayed steady.
Well, all right, we don't have a whole lot of time because Dave should be streaming in 15 minutes, but where the hell's the big ass O-ring go? I have no idea. Unless that's for this, I guess. Nope. Well, that's maybe an extra one. All right, cool. Figured that out. So we're getting better.
Brian is asking for a link. He might know more about that regulator. I only know about the carbon doster because that's all I've ever worked with. So
Yeah, this thing was 115 on Aqua Cave.
yeah, I was gonna buy that one, the same one.
I think you said, I think you pointed me in this direction.
I might have, yeah, because I was checking them all out. I know a lot of guys use the Milwaukee, but then I've heard some trouble with those. And that one there got pretty good ratings. So I was going to order that. And then I just said, you know what? Hell with it.
I
And I
know
just
that's
spent.
what I'm leaning towards. I don't know.
It's not, I mean, there's a lot of people that run them without it, and they're really not a problem. The solenoid's kind of the main thing. But once you, once you have everything running and you slowly, tweak on that little adjustment knob, it's pretty much just going to stay on constant. That's kind of what you're looking for. Keeping the pH in the reactor, let's say at 6.8, and just have a constant where the solenoid's not ever turning off. And then that way, if it fails, you don't have to worry about it. It's just going to
I think this,
pumping it in at the same rate.
other than trying to figure out how to connect it to the actual feed, I think we're set up. I just got to get the pH probe in here. Other than that, we're pretty much set. So I guess I got to fill the CO2 up, of course, but.
Yeah, did you calibrate the pH probe and all that, or not yet?
No, yeah, I didn't even open it. It's still got the little like wet cap on it.
Yeah, good. Leave that on until you get your media and water and stuff in there. That way it don't dry up.
Yeah, that's another thing I got to do. I need to mix some salt water. Oh, this is what I was trying to do the other night. Hold on real quick.
Did you buy the 4 and the 7?
On one of my videos, and it's like, yo, I want you to try my salt out. I'm like, all right, man. Let's see what's up. Did you get it too?
I got the same message, yeah, but I watched this video.
I don't want to be a dick, but I'm thinking about salting my driveway with this. We're getting so like I don't even know if you can see this. You can't. It's like rock salt, and there's also like little balls in there, like little white. When they have the salt for driveways. I don't know if you know much about it because you're in California, but like there's like two different kinds of like melt. There's one that's like these thick shards that leave white all over the driveway, and there's the little white balls that don't leave the white. This looks like a mixture of both of them. Is what it looks like.
Yeah, I did. I got that message from that dude, and I kind of did some, Google searching on him, and I saw a couple of his videos, and where he was shooting bow and arrow and all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah, I didn't even watch it, but yeah, I got it. Interstellar. Nice. I was like, dude, like, do you want this back? He's like, yeah, I actually do. Send it to me. And then I was like, all right, I'll send it. And then I got to thinking, like, I'm not spending my money to send this back to you. If you want it, you can have it back, but I'm not spending the money. I'm looking at the chat. For some reason, I was thinking that Dave streamed on Fridays, I guess. Maybe not.
No, Saturdays, I think.
So does anybody stream on Friday? No, I don't think so.
Kind of hit and miss. Sometimes, people will, but I don't think any really has lately.
I don't think so either. So I got like 2 or 3 of these 10-gallon bags, and I also got a big 25-gallon bag. He sent me a bunch of that. I'm thinking about opening it.
So I take it you're not going to use it.
It's bad. You didn't get it?
No, I just told him no, thank you.
Dude, I don't know. The Fritz is like a powder. Oh, and there's a hair in it. That's even cooler. Sweet. Comes with a free hair.
Nice.
In the bag, Okay, this is.
I don't know.
We're getting a little snow recently, so that might
go.
Soon.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. I don't know what the dude's doing, but like I said, I went to his website and checked out some of his videos, and looks like he runs like some type of little fish store or coral shop or
Okay,
something.
yeah,
But
I don't know. I really
yeah,
don't know. But this is cool. I just need to figure out how to connect. I wish BRS was open right now so I could chat with them. Just need to figure out how to connect it.
it didn't come with any bigger lines, huh? That would slide over that barb.
And like when I was watching the video, if you can see like where the water comes in from the pump right here, there's just
Uh-huh.
a tube. But on Ryan's video, because he did like a skims something else, on Ryan's video, there was a elbow in there, and they said that doesn't come with it anymore. So some of the stuff in Ryan's videos. Oh, here you go. Where does this go? At the bottom of the reactor?
Yeah, I would imagine mine. Yeah, there's probably a plate down
Where does
there.
this one go? At the bottom of the little chamber?
Yeah, mine has like a plate with little holes in it.
All right, so I'll just tuck that in there. Tuck this in here. We're almost up and running there.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing I'll show you if I can find it. That I don't know if it's necessary, but I put it on mine because I have that turf scrubber, and every once in a while algae will break off and go through the drain on it. So I added this to where water is getting pulled out of my sump. See that?
Nope. 1 second.
See it?
Yeah, what is that?
It's actually a fuel filter out of a Mercedes Benz.
Okay.
It's like they're $2. So I ordered a bunch of them, and so I have it going down into the sump just like this, and then this is where the tubing hooks on. And so if anything foreign gets in here, it gets trapped in this
Huh.
chamber instead of going into the reactor.
I can probably get
If you
a five gallon bucket of those for like $7.
Yeah, I can send you the link. I
Yeah,
found them
I
online.
work at Mercedes, so I could just get it.
Right. Yeah. So but if
Does
you look at if you
RO tubing fit on that, or did you have to do something?
all I did is I put a piece of this hose over the end here,
Yeah, how's that
and then
connected to RO tubing?
I just shoved the RO tubing inside. So basically, this goes in here. I cut off a little piece, and the RO tubing goes in here.
Okay.
That way, it's easy to change. It comes off real quick. But if you look at Jake Ass' video on his Deltec skimmer that he's putting in his little studio,
Yep.
the Deltec skimmer comes with this,
With a fuel filter?
the same exact one.
Huh.
And I got this from Reef to Reef. A bunch of people are using them. If your sump has sediment and stuff in there, it'll just keep it from getting sucked into your reactor.
So wait,
Probably not.
does that go from, for me, the Tom's Aqua Lifter to the reactor?
Yeah, so you have on your if you're going to use the Tom's Aqua Lifter, you're going to have a tube that goes into your sump water that pulls into the Tom's Aqua Lifter. So this would just be
All
at
right.
the very
I was
bottom.
thinking that's when the effluent came out, and I was like, why would you?
No, that's the intake.
I got you. Well, this thing is up and running. Almost. We're about there. Now I'm pumped. Like I was so worried about setting this tubing up. But
What did you say?
I was so worried about setting this actual like tubing together.
It's
Not that bad.
no, it just looks. I mean, it looks like it's complicated, but once you get going on it, and it's the same thing once you hook it up to the tank. I was the same way though. I thought it looked super complicated, and it's pretty much like if you think about it, it's pretty much like a carbon reactor. You got water that goes into it, and you got water that comes out, and the only difference is your injecting CO2 to make it more acidic to melt the media. That's really the only difference.
Tight, dude. I'm ready. Let's get this going.
So with the way you have that little valve, I don't know if I would use that. I would probably get the Vertex pinch valve.
Talking about this
Then
one?
No. That's the check valve. But the one that's going to come out of the top of the secondary chamber and goes back to the tank.
Oh, yeah. Did I mess this up?
I don't think you hooked that one up yet. You have that little valve with the red handle on it, that little pinch valve or check valve.
Oh, I put this in the wrong one. That's exactly what I did. All right. So.
Oh, you put the check valve on the.
Because the fluid comes out of the little chamber, right? That. I bought like a $25 needle valve for this.
Does it look like this?
What?
Does it look like this right here?
Yep, same one.
Yeah. Now I'm not using mine at all. It's actually, well, it's not even hooked up. Mine's hooked up to the CO2 that gets recirculated, because what winds up happening to mine in this chamber here, if it gets too much CO2, it makes like a sound. And so I'm just using the pinch valve to kind of choke down on how much excess CO2 is getting pumped back in.
What I'm worried about is like a lot of water coming through this thing, or a lot of air. I'm sorry. Hey, Salty Reef, what's up, man? Anybody want to come in?
I think Brian was asking.
Yeah, I dropped a link earlier, but he didn't come in. That's cool. And you got it just in that little thing, just in case.
Yeah, just in case, because I'm on carpet, yeah. So I just put it in here in case the pump starts leaking, and then you probably can't see. Oh, you could see it. I put one of those Apex leak detectors right down there below the Kimura in case that little hose breaks. But that's the other reason why I did the pull configuration, because if for some reason that hose breaks, it could just keep pumping water out of the tank and flood the whole room. But at least with this, if it breaks, the Apex should shut it off, and it's only going to pull out water enough to where it gets down low enough in the reactor, and it won't be able to pull anymore.
Sure. I wish I had a big second chamber like that. That's cool.
Size.
Yo.
What's up, dude? All right. Hey, well, you guys hang out for a minute. I was thinking, I wasn't thinking it was Saturday, but I was thinking Dave streamed on Friday. So I was like, all right, we'll stream till 9. I'll run outside in a minute, but we're going to be streaming for a little while. So if you guys want to hang out for a second, let me just run outside. I'll be right back, all right?
Yeah. I'm going to make a drink.
Probably going to turn off the cell phone in a minute. All right, I'll be right back.
What's up, Brian?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much. Trying to help Mike out with this as much as I can.
Yeah, that's what I was sitting there like pulling my hair out with some of the stuff. I was like, oh, come on, just let me in this damn call.
Oh, why? Which part? Like what parts?
Well, it was the two little gaskets. The one little gasket goes in between the tank and then the regulator. It's those little white plastic gaskets.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, on the regulator.
Yeah,
mine just comes with the. Well, you have the carbon doser, don't you?
Yeah, it's pressed in, but they give you another one.
Right. Yeah, I didn't know how that. I've never used a regulator like he had, and so I wasn't sure how to hook up that bubble counter or any of that stuff. Mine just basically you just screw it on the tank and plug your line in, and you're good to go with the carbon doser. But
yeah, well, that's me too. But I don't know. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see this. Let me turn this shit around here. I have another one just like his. You can see that little white plastic right inside there. And then that other little rubber one usually either goes right here at the bottom or right where the hose goes on the top here. I don't know, like his specific model, I don't know which one it is, but it should say on the regulator. Usually it goes like right there or right at the bottom.
Yeah, well, you have to show him that when he comes back because that's exactly like his setup. So it'll help him out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go on.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on mute for a second. I'm gonna hit my ice machine, so it'll be real noisy.
Yeah, right on, man.
All right, I'm here.
Hey. All right. Hey, I was just showing Reef Keeper this. That white.
Hold on. My bad. I'm not looking. 1 second.
Yeah, right on. I'm going to put you on the big
All
screen.
right, let me get him off here. All right. It's yours.
All right. So that little white O-ring goes inside there.
Yeah, I know. There's one in it, so I guess that's just a spare.
Yeah, you'll have a spare. And then that rubber gasket, depending on yours, will either go underneath this screw that up and go underneath, or it'll go on the bottom of the bubble counter.
Oh, yeah, I put it on the bottom. I don't know why.
Well, yeah, I mean, it could be either one. I don't know. Like, this is
The
style like
other one. So I put it on the bottom one because the top one has tube and then one of those little screw caps again. So
yeah, you know what, that makes sense. If this was the same one, I bet you the rubber one in the bottom here.
We have the same regulator.
You know, this is one that came with an old one I have.
Pull the front of it.
It's like an old Chinese one, so
Okay.
It's so old that I don't even think it has any stickers on it anymore. But make sure you put RO water in this too.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. All right.
Don't put salt water in that.
I didn't even think about putting water in it, period. But that makes sense. You can't see it. All right.
They make an oil for it, but it's bullshit. It's just you put RO water in it.
I need to make RO. I tried to crank it up today, but I got it drooped outside and it's frozen.
Dude, you guys' reactors have crazy amounts of tubes.
Yeah, they do compared to the Geo. The Geo is probably the simplest. And to be honest with you, I would have bought the Geo, but the Vertex was on sale for like half the price of the Geo, and it's been running okay. I haven't had any issues with it yet.
Like I actually almost did the same thing. I almost bought. I mean, you see, I have the one hose connecting the two, and then that's really it. The one hose connected from the carbon doser over.
Yeah, see why I'm thinking why you think that like mine has so many more tubes because like what do they call the one that's like taking care of like the excess CO2 at the top?
The degasser.
Yeah, degasser. So yours doesn't have a degasser, right?
Well, that's this. Mine's just bigger. Yours hangs on the side, and it's smaller.
Well, no, not that
Recirculating. You're talking about the recirculating.
excess CO2 that hits the top of the reactor gets pushed back down and goes back through it.
Oh, doesn't it have like that plastic, weird-looking media in it? Or was that the Vertex?
Mine has that red little. They're like little circular things that are supposed to break it up.
They look like the little filter
little
media,
weird media.
like looks like a wet dry sump or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about those, Mike, is it makes when you're recirculating that built-up CO2, it winds up making a bunch of noise. That's why I put that pinch valve on there and I choked it down to almost nothing. It doesn't really matter because, like I said, the Geo doesn't have that recirculation excess thing. So you can, if you wind up having a lot of noise, you can choke yours down as well.
I may have to. We'll see. We won't know until it's set up. But I don't know if anybody follows Demonoid Drifter. He's got like 150.
I try to follow everybody who follows.
Yeah, I do too. Anybody that's like anybody that actually makes videos on the regular, even like once a month, I try and follow him. But his name's Mike. Demonoid Drifter is his channel. And he's a real handy dude. He's an electrician, so like his whole lighting system over his tank is LEDs that he made, he put together, and it's pretty cool. But what he did is he made a video because he's got a Vertex reactor, and I can't even explain how he did it, but he's got like a bleed off that he created, and he says it quiets the Vertex reactor down like tremendously.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever heard of that guy. Is he black guy?
Nope. Seems like a West Virginia white guy or something.
Because I did see a video of some black dude that had he had it on his, and he showed how to. He actually reversed the lines on the Vertex, and I tried it, and it works. It works perfect if you're feeding the reactor, but it doesn't do anything if you're pulling.
Sure.
So what do you got going on with the tank, Mike? Just cycling, shrimp?
That's it. I actually tested today. It's been a week, but I added bacteria, and then like a couple of times I've just put like a little chunk of frozen fish in there just to give it something. But then on Wednesday I went and stopped and grabbed like an actual shrimp and threw it in there. So I checked today, and my no nitrates, but my ammonia is at 50 or 50.
There you go. You're on your way.
So
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it should be a little different with how much bacteria I threw in there.
Dude, I let mine go for, what was it, 3 or 4 or 5 months? I can't even remember because I didn't have lights, so I was just like, whatever.
Well, I can't do that. Maybe like 6 weeks.
Well, I was saving up for the lights I wanted, so.
And
I went 14 days.
Well, what you did last time was just dropped in the bacteria and then dropped in the fish. It worked fine. But this time, you know, I'm trying to do things like patiently. I bleached, like, I can't say patiently because I bleached the rocks, but you know, just a little added step because I didn't like cook my rocks. So I did that, and we will see what happens. We'll see what happens.
You guys were saying before, shit, I'm on 6 months on the tank, and I think I only went down like maybe 200 pounds, if that.
200 pounds of what?
Air or CO2.
So you only went 200 pounds.
Yeah, I went down. Like it was it was at like 900, and I'm at
What do you have? What do you have? 5 or 10?
7, 8, 2, 4, 6.
How big's your tank?
5 pounds.
Yeah, mine was like 60 or 70 bucks on BRS.
I got one of the other like real nice ones, you know, the stainless steel with all that,
Yeah.
like the millings looks like it.
Yeah, I was looking at one on Amazon that was like red. I thought that was cool to like match my sump and stuff, but it didn't have Amazon Prime, and I would have had it
Actually,
already.
I
But
looked at that too, the blue one to match
yeah, it was kind
the.
of cool. But whatever. I mean, this thing will be tucked away, and I'll never see it.
You can always paint it like Devin from Reef Dudes did.
What, you spray painted or something?
Yeah. You got to check with whoever's going to fill it for you though, because sometimes, depending on how they are, they might not want to fill it if it's been painted.
Yeah, I'm not even worried about it. I don't even care. My sump area is gonna be all crazy because I got a blue return pump. I got a clear and red sump. My skimmer's red and white. Now I got a white, blue, and orange calcium reactor, so it's gonna be all over the place. Whatever. I got some red PVC. I got some white PVC, so it's all over. I don't even care.
I know that when I first took my tank, I had another really nice tank, and it was out of date, so they wouldn't fill that tank. They had to send it away to do it. Now I wanted it right now, so I just ended up exchanging it in.
Yeah, I actually called a place and they were telling me that like for like the exchange program, it was something like 65 bucks a year. It's like a yearly subscription service. But they're like, if you're going to be paying 65 bucks a year in 2 years, that's $130 when you could pay like I did 60 or $70 to get the actual tank and then 22 bucks every time I want to fill it. So that's whatever that is, 87 bucks. And I don't even know how long it's going to last, but I'm sure it's not going to last 6 months. So it just makes sense just to buy my own. Anyway, I got it. Whatever.
Yeah, well, at this rate, I'm going to go through like a bottle and a quarter a year. So it's going to cost me like 30 bucks a year.
Do I need to do anything like, when you do like PVC, you got to put that like plumber's tape on it? Do I need to do anything like that to connect it to the actual tank?
People put PVC or that tape on it. It never hurts.
I guess I will.
Yeah,
Phil,
I mean,
man,
if you
look.
have it, you might
Hey,
as well
Phil,
do it.
Look at that.
where's that chalice at?
Which one? Oh, I didn't get it.
No.
Yeah, not yet. I'm still working on him. He wants it's a gorgeous piece, and they usually go for several $100s. He said he'd cut me a deal on it, but I'm working on him.
What'd
He'll
you
probably,
do over
he gave me that frag right there, which is a Paletta pink tip.
Cool.
Look at this red planet, man. That thing
The
is
beast.
I actually
It
got
is.
a red planet and it was called a Raspberry Delight the other day.
Yeah, I got these two chalices from a guy in Santa Barbara.
Those are cool.
I went over
Yeah, torch right there. I love it.
to help Rico there, and the dude gave me like 10 coral for helping him out.
Oh, Rico?
Yeah.
For that bad boy.
Well, certainly one of my favorite fish tanks on YouTube, that's for sure.
Thanks. Yeah, it was tough, man. The first 6 months of this tank were a nightmare. My God, I had the velvet, and then I had dinoflagellants for 6 months, man, and I was ready to damn tear this whole thing down. It was driving me nuts.
Yeah, I remember
I
when
just,
we, like a couple years ago when we were YouTubing, you never like put videos out, never really showed your tank, and then out of nowhere, boom, here you are with a monster of a beauty.
Yeah. It was a struggle at first. I was, when I first set this one up, I was planning on documenting it from start to finish. But I mean, right when I was introducing all the fish, even after I quarantined, I still wound up with marine velvet, and I wound up having to take the fish out, and then that wound up just taking. I mean, everything from then on just went haywire.
Yeah, that's what like a lot of people were telling me. Like when I was showing my scape, like they were saying I should have puttied it, or the silicone tubing or whatever, or like made like an actual structure. I didn't want to do that because if there's ever a time where I need to like get a fish out or get all the fish out, it's gonna be a son of a bitch if I gotta like pull this big rock structure out. I don't know.
I did the same way you did. The same thing. That's YouTube for you, giving their opinions on something that's not their tanks.
I just like stacking it, so if I got, I don't know, I just move one rock over, and if I need to get something instead of like having this big structure I got to pull out.
I see King of DIY's got a live stream going too.
Is that why I'm losing people?
Probably. That dude's popular as shit.
He yeah, he is popular. And he's been getting into reefing lately, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it was funny when I was talking to Rico the other day, or yesterday. It was weird because every time I watch, say, your video, anybody's video, like it instantly kicks me to the next video, that Reef Breeders, that Jake Adams.
Well, that's weird.
And like I'm not even subscribed to that dude, but no wonder he's getting all these views and shit.
Yeah, he is live right now. 3.4 thousand people watching.
He does get a crowd for sure.
Oh yeah, dude. We went to Than's Tidal Gardens to pick up some fragging plugs. He's the only one I know that goes to Than and was like, "Yeah, I need 1,000 fragging plugs." But we went there. Holy shit! You should see his RO system is 100 gallons an hour.
Mine's 75
per day.
Yeah,
not per hour.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it was like a 3,000 gallon, 3,000 gallon storage tanks.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing. I don't know where I'll put it or if I'm going to do it, but I've been thinking about doing a mixing station. That'd be kind of cool. I have two 20-gallon broods.
That's what I do for a mixing station.
220 broods.
I think they're 32 gallons. It's just, I mean, my place is small, but it's I have.
What is that? Was that a Corvette?
Oh no, it's a 350Z.
Wow, that's cool.
That's the same color I had. I
What
love
year
that.
is
Yeah,
that?
it's fun. I like it. It's got wheels on it.
What year is that?
03.
That's cool.
Yeah, that would have been about the same time. I thought mine.
But yeah, I just have a brood. My RO's up here, right over the little laundry sink thing. Then I got another one over here on wheels. And I just pump the water, mix it up, wheel it in the house, and do my water changes.
Look at all your fish tank stuff, dude.
Oh, I know, it's everywhere.
Dude, it's like
all that shit. Yeah, all kind of spread everywhere.
You'll never use again, but you feel the need to keep it, just like me.
Oh yeah,
dude, I have so much shit. You saw my my wall of crap.
I'm sure we all have walls of crap. I sure do.
I got enough 2-part and everything else probably for the next 10 years.
I have a couple unopened 2 parts. But so I like that's what gets me thinking too is like why not do a giveaway and just give away a lot of this stuff that I won't use, even if I have to do like a few giveaways. People can enter what they want or enter into whatever the giveaway they want. I'll give it away. I mean, it's either that or it sits in my basement or I toss it.
Got extra arms, 2-part, salt, potassium. I got everything.
I don't know if you've ever seen this tank, Mike. I don't show it much. Uh-oh, wait a minute. What happened here?
Yeah, I got you down south.
My battery's going dead.
So I'm all.
Let's see if I can. This tank here, I've been in it for 25 years.
Jesus. It's a lot of
Oh, Euphilia?
Yeah, this clownfish has been with me for 25 years, dude.
Yeah, man.
And the same with these corals, these hairy mushrooms, this green brain. I've had this thing for
nice.
Yeah, I've had that for 23 years probably.
That's crazy.
These mushrooms have been with me the entire time. But yeah, this tank has a lot of problems though.
It's got an AP 700 over it, I see.
Yeah, it's got the Kessel.
Is this where you're you won like my first giveaway?
I know. Yeah, the right here. Here it is.
Boom, there it goes right there. Yep.
Yeah.
What's running that? You got like a separate Apex for that thing?
I do. I have the Apex Classic. I wound up getting it when they were, I don't know, some kind of sale they had. So I got it I got it actually at cost. And then this one here runs I do run a Refugium and this guy.
Yeah.
Some Chaeto.
What screen was that?
Which what?
What screen display was that?
Oh, that's an old Samsung Galaxy Note 3, I think it is.
Yeah, because I bought a Amazon Fire 7. It was only $40.
Yeah, I have.
But I can't figure out how to do it. Like, first off, I can't figure out how to get the Apex app. But then, even if I do, I need like a new token. Like, I don't get it.
Okay, so what you do is use you go into your developer options and you make it so the screen is always on when it's plugged in. And then
but I can't.
I use the.
It says I need.
And then I use the app because this.
Whoops.
Which app it is I use? I hate when I try to show something and it doesn't respond.
Oh no, it'd do the same problem.
Screen browser.
X
app won't go. It's not for whatever reason. It's not compatible.
So you got to get like a separate browser to run the Fusion through.
Yeah, I was using the one that comes with it, Silk.
Yeah.
But then they changed it so it's not on. It doesn't do full screen anymore. It's not on mine, so I went with this. Full screen browser. Oh, now I got to log in again. Forget that.
What is the full screen browser?
That's what I use as Silk. That's what and I have the same tablet as you, Mike.
And what browser are you using?
Silk browser.
So it's not full screen?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you can see that, but.
Hold on. So you're using like an actual browser to do it. All right.
Yeah, which it's a free download.
Well, I have Silk on there.
Yeah, and you just go to apexfusion.com or whatever
I
whatever
also
it
bought
is.
a webcam that was only $20. It's like 720p. Um, I was thinking about throwing that under my sump or under my tank, but now I'm thinking like if something goes wrong, it's dark under there. So now I need to buy a light that I can control. Like it's just
This one right here I bought for super cheap, and it does night vision. It's
night.
called a YI. Does 1080.
Let's check that out.
Yeah, and you don't even have to use a stand. You can unscrew this. So just put this little puck under there, and you could do it. YI 1080p.
Wireless IP security camera, pan, tilt, ooh, tilt and pan. Zoom indoor surveillance, $50.
I got all those little
These.
punch.
I don't know.
things, too.
Because I can return that. It was only $20, so I can return it.
And on my that smaller tank that I showed you that you never see, I just put a. You can use either. I used an iPhone, an old iPhone 4 that I had to monitor it. It's not hooked up right now, but I also hooked up a Raspberry Pi so I can actually view the tank live right through Apex Fusion.
See,
Well, I
that's
don't even know what Raspberry
that's the
Pi
only
is.
thing I can't figure out how to do is get pictures on that damn screen.
Oh, you go to the settings, and then you have to add like upload it to Photo Bucket. Here, let me go on my other.
That's
Let me
why,
go to
'cause I
my
don't
other
have
screen.
Photo Bucket.
So like here. So yeah, you can just post it on there, and then you just put the link, and it'll put the pictures up on your Fusion,
So I have to have Photo Bucket to do that.
or any of the ones that'll give you a link. You could use Post Image, Photo Bucket.
I have to. Well, shit, I'll just download that shit right now.
Yeah, I have the other one too, Post Image. That's it right here, Post Image, and it'll give you
Basically, you turn like a MP like a picture into a URL.
right. So you go on here, and let's say I wanted to add this one. You can just go up here to share. So you click on share, and then it'll give you the link, direct link, hot link for forums, websites, whatever. And I believe I just used the direct link.
Photo Bucket backup. Sure. Let's download it.
You have a Mac, huh? Look at you. You like Mac?
Yeah,
No,
they're all right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're all right.
I'm on my first Mac. I bought a pre-owned 17 MacBook Pro.
Yeah, I kind of like them because you don't have to. With my Windows PC, I wind up always getting viruses, and
That's what I
I mean,
was.
I know how to fix it. I mean, you can just reformat it and reinstall Windows and stuff, but that's such a hassle.
I hear like when the Macs are like bulletproof, so that's why I got it.
The only thing about them is if something breaks on them, they're super. It's kind of expensive to try to get them fixed. I have fixed mine a few times, but different things have happened, and I kind of know a little bit about them. But the new ones, especially the new ones, are harder and harder to get into, and you pretty much got to take them in.
Yeah. All right, it's 9:30. We're gonna end it here in a little while.
Sounds good.
Can't compete with the king of DIY.
Sure you can.
Plus, I'm getting tired. It's been a long day. I woke up, dude. Last night, I got pretty hammered on that live stream. I don't think I embarrassed myself, but before I knew it, I like looked over and there was like 8 cans, 7, 8 cans, something empty. I was pretty lit up last night.
Well, at least you didn't moon anybody.
Yeah, that's happened.
Yeah, I know. I was watching.
Oh man, I used to just drink all the time. Lately, I've been trying to chill out, but I start these streams and I have like a beer and it goes down like water. And before I know it, there's a six pack gone. And
I haven't drank for 5 years. I got a little carried away, so I quit drinking and decided to start reefing.
good. I
Something about them
I
six
don't think I'll ever
DUIs.
quit drinking because it's nice. It's nice to go out and social drink and stuff. But I called it quits on literally every night I would come home and just get hammered by myself and play video games every night. So when you're like drinking by yourself, that's when it kind of became an issue.
Oh,
What's up?
yeah, that's it. I mean, obviously this isn't an AA channel, but yeah, I'm 140 pounds. I was drinking a fifth of Crown Royal every 2 days.
That sucks, huh?
And like I said, I had 5 DUIs.
Damn, dude. So you probably can never drive again.
No, actually, a bunch of good lawyers. I lost my license for 2 years, did a year in jail, and now I'm done. Haven't touched it since.
Dude, probably 10 years ago, I lost my license for 2 years for like a 20 sack of like some bullshit weed. I was young. I got caught with it, but like suspended license for 2 years for just a 20 sack of just dirt, basically.
What were you, under 21 or something?
No, it's just Florida. They still have strict laws.
They still do, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure it's not decriminalized by any means. It's still you get in trouble.
That's where I went to rehab. Delray Beach,
You're
Florida.
probably going to jail if you get like caught with a little bit of weed in a bowl or something.
Wow. Yeah, here it's wide open here in California. We had up until if you had a medical card, you could have it delivered. So you just call like the delivery service. The guy came over with a ice chest full of different samples. You checked it out, tell them what you want. And then now they have like shops all over the place. You just walk in and they have it all. It's like going to a department store almost.
It's legal here too now, Massachusetts, as of like a year or two ago. It's legal here.
I think they just did it here too. I know in Ohio they just started like doing the shops or the grow out houses, whatever those things are called.
Yeah, it's blowing up here. It's huge. They started opening up dispensaries, and like for like the first like 4 months of this dispensary being open, it was like a town nuisance, like parking and like they were like shuttling people over from like Walmart. Like it was crazy.
I don't see anything different. I mean, this is off topic, but
Crime
I don't
rate
see anything different from smoking dope to drinking a beer. There's no difference.
What do you mean? What kind of dope?
Well, weed.
Oh.
Yeah, not like dope.
Well, gentlemen, what do you think?
Yeah, that's fine. Next time you start messing with that reactor, you gotta let me and Reef Keeper in.
Well, I dropped you the link when I was messing with it, and you didn't come in. I took the link out just so I didn't have to, I didn't want somebody jumping in the troll or nothing.
Yeah. You know what? I was in a bathtub when you did that, and I'm pretty sure no one wanted to see me in the bathtub. So.
I think Reef Keeper wants to see you in the bathtub.
No, that would be a big no.
All right, I guess this is where we call it. It was fun. I was pre-gaming before Dave's stream, so if we do that, we still got 23 hours. So, all right.
Well, at least you got the tubing hooked up, so you're one step closer.
Yes, Phil, I appreciate you helping, man. Yeah, I was like,
no worries.
Diagram, and it didn't make sense to me. And then just to have you helping me with the diagram next to me, I got it. We're good. I just need to figure out how to actually feed it. We'll see.
Yeah, it's easy. I'll show you once you get the. All it is the inlet for the aqua lifter goes into your sump, and then the outlet goes to the feed, the input
what I'm
of the
saying.
gelsimer.
Yeah, I'll do that, but I need to figure out how to actually get the tubing to the reactor.
Oh yeah.
So why don't you do that when we get off here? Why don't you do some investigation and link, my
You
friend.
know what? Too.
I'll
I
look
mean,
for you.
hell,
I'll look. I don't mind.
I'll even show you right now how I have mine. I mean, I have it set up pretty much the same way you're going to do it.
So is yours like that, where it's got like a barbed port?
Mine here. I just walk back. Oh.
Because I don't know, it like just slides right in. The port's too big.
But I'll trip over the damn bag here.
I think his is like mine. It just has the little John Guest
Yeah.
thing.
This is the joint. Well, let me turn this shit around. You want to see my mug? This is the inlet to it. John Guest, like he said.
Yeah, that's what I'll have to get. But so mine's like a half
Have a
inch.
pump. Just like you, so it runs all the way over.
Are you pulling or pushing?
I push. I push just like you're going to.
I wonder if there's any benefits from pushing or pulling.
Well, a reactor's not made to hold pressure, even though people have done it for years. That's why I don't run it off my manifold, because I don't know how much pressure is coming out of that. I don't want to guess. So I mean, that little pump you have is not going to hurt it.
What little pump? This thing looks massive over here.
Trust me, I just got a little pump too, so I think they're good for like what is that pump good for? Like 500.
300 to 500 liters an hour.
Yeah, which that ain't shit.
Oh no, that's recommended speed pump. I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean it's very small. I think
Let's
mine's
see.
good to like 700.
Let's see what we can find out.
Oh, shit.
I know, I'm getting tired too. I gotta work tomorrow. Anybody else?
I got to work tomorrow night. I got a sweet ass schedule right now. I work Saturday and Sunday nights. 2 12-hour shifts, and then I'm done all week.
That's pretty good. I would sign me up for that.
Yeah, right. It's a time and a half Saturday and a double time Sunday. And I'm off.
It's an E2000 pump. Skims worked with an Italian pump manufacturer using advanced material for the impeller, seamless coated rare earth magnet for durability and high performance. But it doesn't say the flow rate.
It's going to be like really small. I got one. I see if I'm saying it right. That's Sensi or SECC. How do you say it?
Okay.
Senai, whatever. Or not Senai.
CJ.
Thank you. Yes. It's like one of those small little ones.
What does that say right there?
So with the aqua lifter mic, I was running it pretty much wide open, and I measured it with one of those graduated little beaker things, and it was pumping out 60 mils per minute.
How'd you figure that out?
I just put the beaker under the tube and timed it for 1 minute.
Right, okay.
And so, yeah, the pinch valve was almost all the way open.
Yeah, the way Reef Keeper's doing it, like that's the new way. That's what everybody's doing, that peristaltic pump. Because you can fine tune the shit out of those things that way.
You know what I started doing? It's eBay. I spend so much money on Amazon that I started eBay. Come on, dude. What's going on here? 70 cents, look at that. But I'm gonna buy some shit right now. I need all new filter stuff. I need to make a video on. I told this company like 2 years ago that I would make a video, and I never made it. And then they sent me a pack of filter socks, which I still have unopened. I won't use those until I make this video. Uh, so I reached out to him like a month ago and told him that I just haven't forgot about you. I'm sorry, I got a hobby. I'm going to make a video for you. Aquatic experts. These guys are real good. I like them. Good customer service. They're quick to get back to you. So, what is this?
Those will fit in the trigger.
Yep, the 4 inch. What is this? How many is this? 8 pack.
See, I don't use filter socks, but the only downside of that is I gotta suck out my first part of my sump, every couple months from all the detritus and everything. Which that keeps me on my toes anyway, at cleaning shit out.
Anything else I need you guys can think of? Oh, I wonder if we can find the whatever I need. What should I search?
What are you talking about for that connector to switch the barb over?
Yeah.
Let me look here.
Are you 100% sure there isn't a nut on the end of that? And you push it on and then, like he said, put that nut tight? Because that just doesn't seem right that
It's
you need
not.
another part.
I agree. Look, we'll go back. Where'd bulk reef supply go?
Put a close-up on that again. On that fitting. That's just driving me insane.
Yeah, it's stupid. I shouldn't have to buy something.
There's no way that's right.
It's called a Murloc stem adapter.
Yeah, you got to do that for me, Mike. Present yourself and then close up on that fitting.
Oh, not on Amazon.
They have
This
those
isn't
fittings
even
at
it.
Home Depot.
See, like this is so weird. So I didn't get black tubing like this, and like my shit right here does not look like that.
That's a great way to do the tubing diagram too. Just get that, blow it up, and just see if you got your shit ran right.
Mine did. See, it doesn't even show. Mine doesn't look like that. I'll show you. Let me turn the light on. Hold on. Oh, here we go again. I gotta send myself a link and shit. All right.
Oh shit.
All right. Let me undo this.
Having a new addiction to Mountain Dew's Game Fuel.
What is it?
It's called Mountain Dew Game Fuel.
Oh, Mountain Dew. Yeah, it's like a Mountain Dew energy drink, right?
Yeah. Shit's like $24 a case, though.
Hold on. Here we go again. Got to figure this shit out. Come on.
It's a 2020. There you go. Ridiculously long amount of time.
All right, here we go. So present myself right here. Which, oh, by the way, got some pinky pad today. And I got this too. This came in today.
Oh, nice little frag rack.
Yeah, the one that Billy Pipes showed. This is just like the cover to keep the protector from it. But it's pretty cool. It's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of them, and then you got all these like bigger ones. So cool. I guess you could do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So that's pretty cool. It's nice and clean. I like it. All right, so check it out.
All right, I got you on the big screen because I'm going to see this too.
That's what I got. I don't have anything else. So, look. Slides right in. Fairly full, right out. This can come out.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're talking about.
What is this?
Actually, you could get another one of those.
Or you just get, why is it?
Yeah, you know what I mean? You can get the right one that you need for it. The only thing I don't like about those John Guest fittings is you have a point of leakage.
Why is it so blurry?
Me personally, that's what I do. I mean, I can't believe they didn't give you a couple different kinds of those.
Right? That's all I got. So,
Yeah, you could get a threaded John Guest fitting, so it has threads on one side and then the little push-in connector for your RO tubing.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't know what size those threads are, but I'm sure they're probably pretty common.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like a 1/2 inch or something like that.
so,
And you're positive in your box you don't have any other little fittings for that.
I had a bag right here. I had this bag. That's what the tube was in. The check valve. The other little thing, this little guy.
That's for the effluent line.
Yeah, so I have that needle valve, so I don't even know if I'll use it. We'll see. I don't know. All right, I'm getting up here.
Yeah, that fucking amazes me that they didn't give you the right fitting like that.
So, like I said, when I first bought it, I watched Ryan's BRS video, trying to figure out how to like actually put it together, and there was a 90-degree fitting, like actually in the reactor, but I didn't have that.
Yeah.
I reached out to them and said it didn't come with it anymore because like even when you look online, like I just showed you, like this, like that's my reactor, but that's not the same shit I have.
Yeah.
I got orange tubing, obviously. My fitting down here is not that.
Frankly, I'd call it bitch.
Well, it actually, so now that I'm looking at it, like where this is right here, this little connection right here. I
They
have
the effluent.
I have like a ball valve.
Yeah, they have the effluent switch right there. Which I guess, I mean, can you put it there on yours?
Wait, what?
Do you have like the hose to put it there, the effluent valve?
What do you mean?
Like right, go back on that picture. Yeah, that one.
Right here.
Right, see how they have the valve, like right where your intake is?
Yeah, so that's I guess maybe how it used to be, right? You're talking about this right here, right?
Yeah.
So that's I guess how it used to be, but now I have like this big ball valve kind of deal that I can. Let me see. Yeah, I can turn. It's like a big ball valve now.
Yeah. and you
But
can't plug that.
the one I have is much nicer, but the port obviously isn't what I need.
Yeah, because see, that one has that John Guest fitting in it where you just push the tube right in it.
Let me see. Let me see. I mean, it actually does go right into it, but that doesn't. I don't trust it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. What'd you call it? A John what?
John Guest.
John Guest fitting.
Yep.
Click Clack said I had a part missing on mine and made them ship it out. Pat Murphy. Pat Murphy, I got your stickers today. Thanks, buddy.
Love Murphy. Great dude.
Yeah, he sent me 2 stickers. He just said send him my stuff, and I sent it to him, and boom, got it today.
I got mine today too.
Yeah,
I got mine too today. Thanks, Pat. I really like them.
Now I got to run out to my fucking mailbox.
That one little round one that has the metallic finish is pretty badass.
Yeah, did you get one, the little round one, and then one that's the
One has YouTube on the bottom, and the other one is just round, but it has like a metallic finish on it. Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna be on there soon. Boom. I got Billy Pipes's up there next to where these were. I got the Pinky Pads. They sent me a sticker, so that'll be going somewhere. I got a Reef Co sticker from the place in New Jersey. Billy, call me when you're done streaming. Billy, jump in here. I thought I was gonna like pregame before Dave's stream, and realized Dave doesn't stream on Fridays.
I like it how stickers make all us guys happy.
We're actually late to the game, to be honest with you. A lot of other like YouTube communities, they've been doing stickers.
I was thinking about doing something like that too.
Yeah, we're late to the game.
Do something like Ironworks Aquatics, YouTube. I don't know. Do something stupid.
I got a little collection on my fridge.
Oh, I see the Billy Pipe sticker.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to do with the new ones, though? I'm going to put them on a piece of glass and then put them in behind like a picture frame.
I'm trying to
hang
figure
them
out how
up.
to put them into my stand. Yeah, it's right
Here,
there.
I'm gonna mute you guys so you can't hear my garage door going up.
Yeah, I'll probably put it right up here on the wall.
That'd be cool, but it's one of those things you're gonna set it up and have it on the wall, and then get 1,000 more stickers.
Probably.
Billy asked if you got his magnet.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
Oh, that was a magnet, not a sticker.
Yeah, that's the magnet.
There it goes right there. Look at that thing.
Can't even get it off. But yeah, that's the magnet.
Magnets. Vape apey. Happy. Would you quit smoking cigarettes?
Yeah, long time ago.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, I used to smoke a lot. I smoked almost 2 packs a day.
I've been thinking about it. I'm tired of it. Waking up, hacking shit up, and I sell cars, so it's like I'm always with the general public, and half the time I stink.
Yeah, the vaping is definitely easier on your, I think. I mean, who knows long term, but I know that I don't breathe as heavy now, and you don't smell, and I don't know. I just see a lot of benefits, but you get addicted to it the same way, though. I go through bottles of this juice now.
But it's still much cheaper.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot cheaper.
Wonder if quit smoking them. grow my
You
hair.
see, did you see the email link? Did you see that?
Yeah, I sent it to him, but I took that link down. Speaking of fire, I'm just looking up, seeing Clicklack's comment. Speaking of fire, dude, that A-can Billy Pipes has is fucking fire flame, man. That thing's really
Nice. That's the nicest one I've seen in a while.
like every color there is.
Nope, I got denied. No sticker today.
Billy Pipes was just talking about your fire flame over there. So we're just talking about your flame ass A-can.
A-can.
That thing surprised me, man. I was like, all right, look good. I'll pick that one out, and then I got it. I'm like, rah.
Let me put on a filter and it's like, bam, right in your face, every color there is.
I always gotta put my little call it infomercial of the Billy Vision.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Brian, you gotta remember to email me in like a week because I ran out of stickers.
Oh yeah, right on, man.
Yep. But I got 50 more coming.
As soon as you put out your video, I went right to their website looking for that exact A-can, but there was one that looked close, but I don't think it's the same.
No.
That's right. I did get my stickers.
Did you? You got the Murphys?
Yeah, I got the Murphys.
I got mine yesterday. I was all like, what's this? Oh, it says Murphy on it. Next video I'm putting out is going to be called Sticker Wars. That's it. That's it.
Right.
I'm telling you, we're late to the show.
Wars.
I'm going to see if I can't.
Got a $390 check and Murphy stickers.
Mike, you got to change your YouTube name.
To what?
Lemons Reef. Lemons Reef.
I thought about changing to Lem's Reef or something.
No, lemon. Gotta have the lemon, bro.
I guess we're all taking stickers.
So what are you missing? What are you missing? Parts on that thing?
On what? The reactor? I think, yeah, we think so. The John, whatever fitting, I don't know. John Smith.
What is it? A threaded one or something?
It comes with like a barbed fitting, but it's too big for the tubing.
Well, you gotta let me know for sure.
Yeah. Well, we figured that out. It's way too big. It slides into it, but it's like easily slides.
Well, send me pictures of what it is and all that. Does it come with a parts breakdown?
I don't think so, to be honest with you. Dude, these fucking instructions are garbage, man. They really are. It's like one-dimensional, horrible. Fill in the pictures. What are you up to right now, Billy? What are you building?
I just got done peroxide dipping.
What are you dipping?
A couple zoas had some little hair algae in between them when I got them, and one frag racks, so the blue leg hermits can't get to them. So I'm like, but I should have just put them in a cup. That's what I want to do next time. So if you get zoa frags and it has hair algae on it, because a lot of zoa frags do.
Yeah, they do.
Best thing to do is take a cup, put sand in it, and then put the frag in it, and then pluck like 2 or 4 blue leg hermits out of your tank and put them in the bowl or the cup so they can't get out, and just let them spend 24 hours in there. They will eat every last bit of that.
Huh, it's a good idea.
I did a cleanup crew video, and I showed it before and after of them eating at it. Man, it was like polished. Didn't even look like the same frag.
That's one of my next purchases. I got to get a cleanup crew.
You know what? I did the exact same Billy just said, and it worked like a charm.
What's that? The blue legs?
Yeah, put the blue legs right in. I put it in a
Yep.
mineral mud, and just let them have at it.
Yep.
Billy, where do you get your cleanup crew from? Saltwater, whatever it is.
Saltwaterfish.com.
Yeah, I'll probably have to do that. You got a
Who's
coupon
the
code
owner?
for
I'm gonna
me?
see if I can't get a coupon code.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah, I want to see if I can't do something called like Billy's Algae Buster Pack or something.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you see all these packs online. There's a bunch of like stupid stuff that I don't even want, like those green emerald crabs or whatever. I don't want that crap.
I've done 3 orders with them, and out of probably 400 critters out of those 3 orders, not a single death.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's pretty big, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They came in clean. They weren't covered in crap, and they were spotless.
You use snails, Billy?
Yeah. Yeah. Downstairs, I just loaded the tank. I went to see Brian over at Reefco, and I said, "Yo, I need some snails, man." He just grabbed handfuls of them and put them in my tank, and 48 hours later, I don't even have the glass is flawless. He gave me like 40
Hey,
snails.
what about bumblebee snails for vermitid snails? Do they work?
Yeah.
Does anybody know?
Pat
They do
turned me
work?
on. Oh yeah, I had somebody gave me a colony of Euphilia, and it had some of them on it, and it had the feather dusters all over it. And I put it in the sand bed, and within an hour, I had 4 bumblebees in my tank. Within an hour, all 4 of them were on that shit, cleaning it. Ate every single one of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna order some then. I got them bad, man.
They're
I think I got
pricey.
'em-
The bumblebees are pricey, but totally worth it. They're all still alive in my tank. They suck in so tight that only a baby hermit can pull them out. So it's very rare. I still have all. There's one in there actually that got sucked out by a hermit, but the other ones are still good.
Cool. I'm gonna order some because I got them. I don't really have the big ones in the new tank, but I got a ton of tiny ones. And I think I got them because I used some when I was going through that dino problem. I put some of this aqua forest. It became like a wet mud, and I think that's where they came from because I got them shortly after that, and they're all over my rocks. They're everywhere.
Pleasure. Thank you. I got a
So I'm
cramp.
gonna give them a try.
My back.
I'm not gonna mute myself. I'm gonna go crazy sleep.
Oh, my neck has killed me. I was color coordinating my daughter's Legos for an hour and a half. That was a lot of Legos. Yep, Sticker Wars 2019 coming at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get me some Mike Lemon sticks. They call them slaps.
Phil, your icon would be nice. Get the die cut one. Nice.
Who's Phil?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. I remember when he had the Ducati and he's like, I want to do something, and he put that on there. I'm like, perfect.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
I wanted to change my logo altogether because I don't know if you guys remember Rob Soul. He left a bunch of nasty comments on my channel and told me what the fuck does Ducati have to do with reefing, and told me how much I sucked and and this and that, and but I said nah, I can't get rid of it altogether. I got to leave it a little bit Ducati looking just for him.
Yep. I got one the other day. I got a nice comment the other day that said something. It said, I see you still have your tanks. I'm surprised you didn't sell them to save your kid's life, but I guess he's dead from brain damage.
Dude, people fucking suck, dude. And I got one that was like, "Oh, this is your ex's new boyfriend. You need to stop spending money on your fish tank and buy your daughter a pair of fucking snow boots and nice jacket." Like,
Yeah. Oh, see, there you go. Go get them boots for a kid.
like as he said that, like I look over and I was reading the comment. I looked over and like she was getting ready to go. She had a North Face jacket on and UGG boots on. So
Yeah.
she's going to grow out of them in a year, and we still spent stupid money on it. AL says, Billy, you still need to do your shirt idea with all the YouTube channels, and people can get them signed at meets.
Yeah, no, I want to do that. I wanted to, I really did, but I just don't think people would like. I don't think people would do it because, like, so for example, they're giving away a $300 pump, for the meetup.
Yep.
And Jackie actually texted me 2 hours ago and said, "Hey, there's only 2 entries and it ends Monday." And I said, "Yeah." I said there was like 10 YouTubers there and only 2 entries. I was like, I guess they don't. That's it.
Come on with it.
That's it. It's you and one other person. They're gonna let the crew decide who it is, and then
I'm pretty sure I'm a fan.
yeah, it's you and Susie. That's it.
I think I got it.
I mean, I know videos are a pain to make if you want to go crazy at it. Like yours probably took what, a couple hours at least, right?
Yeah, probably a couple hours.
Yeah. See, I can't do those kinds of videos anymore. I got it.
The video with the music.
Yeah, I don't even put music anymore. It's too much for me. I loved putting music in, but now I'm just like, then I got to go put links in, and I got to edit the music to make it the right sound. And then sometimes when I upload it, the music is too loud. And
yeah. I sold a car to a young kid last month, and he gave me his email, and it was like something beats. Like you make music? He's like, yeah. So we talked for a while. Basically, he says he doesn't care. Just give me the. I was like, yeah, I'll put links to all your stuff in my description. He's like, you don't need to do that. You can have the beats. And so he's got hundreds of beats I can have. That's cool. I don't got to worry about copyright shit. I mean, I guess I'd have to have him sign some, just cover my ass. But.
Yeah, you never know. Yep.
Yeah, these trolls, they got to be some other YouTuber, because like one guy that I've never seen before commented on some shit like about stuff like from back in the day. So
yeah. I commented on one guy's video. He put out a video talking about he's monetized. He's happy about it. I get it. But then he started telling everybody in the video all these different how to earn more money and this and that and that and this. And I simply said, this is your first monetized video. Like, why are you, like the information that you're sharing is not true. And he's like, how would you know? And I'm like, I've been monetized for like almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, if you don't, he's like, I go to your channel and I don't see commercials every time. And I said, when you watch my first video, if there's a commercial and then you watch my next video, you're still on that same commercial, essentially. I was like, trust me, it's stupid money. It's like $2 a video.
Yeah.
He's like, because he's telling everybody you could be rich and famous. I'm like, no, you can't.
You can if you have the right.
Yeah. Not with a fish channel.
I mean, you can make enough to supplement your income if you have a big channel like somebody, but.
Well, yeah, but that's 10 years in the making.
I just want like enough to like, I don't know, buy my salt every month or something. I don't know.
Give me some of that DIY money.
Yeah, right. Like if I can just afford like maybe like a frag and some salt every month, like.
Oh, there's channels. I mean, if you put out enough videos, if you do 3 videos a week, there's channels out there. There's channels out there that do 3 videos a week, and this is fish only channels that do 3 videos a week, and it could pay your mortgage.
Yeah. I think Travis is making like something like, I don't know. I was looking at Social Blade. He's doing well. It's something like 12 or 15 grand a year.
He puts out good videos that people watch the whole time.
Watch the whole thing every time.
Yeah. He's got that charm where you can talk. He could talk through the whole video. You know what I mean? Like he does.
Have Miss Murphy test his water with pasties on.
He'd have a winner there.
I'll watch.
Maybe I'll try that. I'll put pasties on.
Yeah.
Well, that just got awkward.
Mike's like, do it, Billy, please.
Yeah, dude. Do it. McCallum, Ryan's toy review got a section at Walmart now. That's cool. My daughter used to watch a lot of Ryan's toy review.
Yeah, that kid's killing it. The toy review guy, his not his parents, manager or something released his income statement or whatever for 2018.
Yep.
He was averaging $212,000 a month.
Jesus. Right.
And that's just off one channel, and that's without his sponsors. So he's looking at roughly $385,000 a month. He's coming in.
So Social Blade for Ryan's toy review. He's got 18.5 million subscribers, 28 billion views.
What's his monthly thing at the bottom say?
It says monthly 158K. Jesus Christ. Monthly 158K to 2.5 million a month. So it's like usually so call it like $1 million a month.
No, what they say is they say triple the lowest number is a good average to start at. If you triple the
450K a month.
What's mine say?
It says
Shit, I owe them probably
$19 to $303 a month.
Yeah, see, that's way off. 19 to what? 300?
303. So it's basically if you take the lowest and triple it, $60 a month.
Yeah, see, that's way off. Last month it was $250. It was $250.03.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I pay the electric, the water, the gas bill, and my salt, and my RODI. And
then you claim it.
Yeah, I had to. Last year I had to claim 2019. I got my first. What do they call it? Whatever.
1099 or whatever. Not 10.
Yeah, it was $1,900 for the year.
$1,900.
Yeah.
So do you have to pay or do you get money back?
Well, I claimed it on the LLC, so I got it back.
Stupid money.
I forget. Let me see, hon. With the LLC and the YouTube, what was it with the 19 that I had to claim? What did I get back? What was it? 400? You remember? Because it was a wash because I spent 8,000. Gotcha.
What's up, Method?
All right.
All right. I think I'm going to call it at 10:30. I got to work tomorrow.
So question on what you guys are talking about. If you're not monetized and you play a video with copyrighted music, does it count against you or anything?
No.
Does it do anything?
No.
Does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
Wait, say again?
So if you're not monetized and you put up a video that has copyrighted music in the background, does it do anything? Does it count against you? Does it affect your channel in any way?
Because you're not making money on it, so there's no copyright infringement.
Yeah. Yep. No. Yeah. Yep. Good. Yeah. You can put whatever you want on it. You can put
a great song on my shit right now if I wanted to.
Yep.
But if I don't, the reason I don't is because in the future when I can monetize, I'm going to go back and monetize every single video I got just in case I get a couple stragglers watching old videos.
Yep.
When I was with Fan and Rico the other day, we stopped at Fan's shop, and they somehow lost like 20,000 views between Fan's channel when he was doing the Rico video. Like overnight, they took like 20,000 views or something like that off of him.
A video must have been deleted.
Yeah, they were both just like bitching about it. I'm sitting there like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, because if you have a video up like, let me look at my statistics. Right now, I have a total of 872,000 views. So if I take my Reefroids video and I delete it, I'll lose those 80,000 views.
Yeah, that video blew up.
I have one other that's even better than that, surprisingly.
Really? What video is that?
My DIY sump upgrade, I think it's called.
Huh. I think my highest video is my Fluconazole video was like 11,000 or something.
That's the best one out there, in my opinion. Oh, the Reefroids just beat it now. Reefroids is at 80 and the sump is at 78.
You know what? I wonder if that's from when Rico does take his videos off. But I think it was just the live streams he was re-racing.
Yeah, if you take a live stream down, you lose those views.
Yeah, I leave them up. I don't care.
No.
Yeah, I know if you want to look at our ugly asses that bad, go ahead and keep them up.
Yeah, nobody watches them.
But you'd be surprised. I know a lot of people rewatch Dave's.
I've actually rewatched Dave's a couple times.
Yep. I've watched him. Like if I missed like I'll miss something and I'll be downstairs for 2 hours working on something. I'll go to the stream and go to where I left and then let it play while I'm there, or while I'm working on something in the basement.
Just listen.
Yep.
Yeah, Murphy says his video is the DIY turf scrubber. That was a good turf scrubber, Murphy.
Yeah, he had a lot of people that wanted him to make it.
Yeah, that was
a lot of people.
Yeah. Check mine out.
I know the best one I have is like that medic, that Paul Blab's medic. I think it's 1,100 people or something. I was pretty piped about that. I was like, no.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Dude, you never know. I always tell everybody, I'm like, do YouTube videos. For one, it's a really good logbook.
Absolutely.
Like, that's why lately I've been showing a lot of my sumps and talking about what I do with them. Because when my tank cracked and I had to set up the temporary tank downstairs, and then when the downstairs one broke and I had to set it up real quick, I forgot where I had my pump setting. I forgot where I had my PP8 setting. I forget where I had all that, where the water level is for the skimmer. And I forgot. And I had to real quick look at an older video and I finally found it. I'm like, oh, and then even my T5 bulbs, I'm like, what was I using for the best color and growth? And then I finally, somebody commented on a video that I made and I saw the reflection in the water because I was doing a top down and I saw the reflection. I'm like, oh, there's the combo. I forget where I had the bulbs and what ones I was using. So,
Billy.
Huh?
365, I'm at 96.2. I got some work to do. But like the other night when I streamed,
65 what?
I have 96.2 thousand for the last 365 minutes.
Gotcha.
So
you got to hit what, 240?
Yeah. So, but when I streamed the other day, whenever that was, we streamed the other night. Might have been that wasn't yesterday. Whenever that was, 6,451 view minutes. So that was a nice little jump.
See where do you go to see that stuff?
What kind of phone do you have, Brian?
iPhone.
Oh, well, I think you could still. It's an app. It's called YouTube Studio Creator.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And
on a desktop like this, you just go up to the top right, click count, go to my channel. What is it? Hold on. So then you go to just YouTube Studio. It's easier from a desktop, in my opinion. It's more. There's more to see, and then you just go to analytics.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Mostly Reeves. He's always got funny ass comments.
That's a see, and you guys all get counts because I do the same thing. Even if it's a stupid comment, I'll still comment on it, so you guys get counts discounted a comment.
Thanks, Method. I just saw Method's comment. I wish I do. They actually, Refroids, or Polyp Labs just sent me that random care package, and they sent me their humongous bottle of Refroids.
Yeah, that was a big ass little jar, huh?
Every time I go there, or every time they're at a swap, they say, "Hey, what's up, Billy?" I always think they're mad at me though, because I say in the video you're using it the wrong way, and I use it against their directions, you know. So I feel like they're like, "Hey, man, you went against the directions," and because I was like, "You're probably doing it wrong," And
Did the same video today. He was talking about the amino acids. Now people just follow the back of the label, and it's incorrect. It's
who did? Who did?
Oh, you're talking about when I did that?
Yeah, the one talking right now. I put out a video today about amino acids and about how everybody just like follows the directions on the back, and the directions on the back suck.
For what bottle?
Yeah, it says that like dose like was it 5 mLs per 50 gallons, and it'll just like wreck your system if you do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually with something like that, I do half. But just like I said the other night, who knows what's in the bottle?
Yeah. How
and
it is.
Yep. And a huge thing is you could have a bottle of fuel and dose, say you get a big bottle and it lasts you 6 months and you have it set perfectly where you're like, I found out that 4 mLs is perfect. The next bottle, that doesn't mean you're dosing 4 mLs. That bottle might be a little bit more potent or more weak than the last one.
Could be.
Yeah. Just like 2-part. When I was dosing my BRS 2-part, I had to make a new batch. The new batch was way stronger. It was the same measuring cups. I did it the same way, but instead of dosing 75 total gallons, I had to bring it down and use the calculator and do 60 total gallons.
That's it. At least on that Brightwell aminos, it said, like I said, it says 5 mLs for 50 gallons. I did 1 and just see what happens.
I'm getting another guy right here. Only nitrates and phosphates will feed corals. No one ever uses Refroids or Benepets. Now that we're just talking about that, somebody just commented. So I just texted. I said back to him. I said, "Have you seen my Refroids video?" And he said, "No."
I'll tell you the video that you made, Billy, that really helped me out was that damn Salford, the test where it says the 8.5 or 8.2. I can't remember what it was now. I haven't used them for a while.
It's a little tricky because, sometimes you got to shoot the air out but that's the thing with test kits is if you're doing it the same way every time, then just go by those numbers. Like even Fishy, when he does his Hannah checker, he doesn't go by the line on the little bottles because it says fill to the 10 ml line. But if you use a 10 ml syringe, it goes past it.
Well, regular chemistry, the bottom of the bubble is where the line should be.
See, but some of the bottles that they have create that fisheye look, where it looks like it's caved in.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on people's eye. But if you use a syringe and you draw in 10 mLs and you use that same syringe every time, even if like somebody uses, if you do the line and it says 8 and then you do a 10 ml syringe and it says 7.5, stick with one of the two. And if you use a syringe, for me, my opinion, the syringe is more accurate than trying to get eye level with that line and that water line,
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
Yeah, because like I tried it with like 3 different brand syringes, 10 mLs, 10, and it was all over the white line. So that's when I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it like this. And that's just how I stuck with it. You know, the only one I use is the ULR checker, but I don't even use that anymore because that just stresses me out. I'm like, oh my God, 0.03. I got to change everything. But then I look at my tank and I'm like, for what? Everything looks awesome. So if I see some algae, then if I notice that I have to clean a glass like daily, then I just change my Fosguard. That's all.
Daryl, you love that Fosguard, huh? Year.
You ever see me have to use fluconazole, bro?
Nope. Sure haven't.
I just got lucky. Now I got some hair algae going.
Yeah. In the main tank?
It's only in little tiny spots, but I think it says Carib Sea shapes. I think it jinxed me.
What is Carib Sea shapes? Oh, the raw?
Yeah. Because I'll get a little tiny spot of hair algae, like the size of an M&M, and I will take a tweezers and pull it off and take a toothbrush, and then I'll take my bone cutters and cut a piece of the rock off where it's pure white, and hair algae will grow in that same spot 3 weeks later. It's really weird. Same spots every time. So now what I've been doing is just taking the purple epoxy and putting it over that spot, and it's not growing back. It's weird. So, I don't know. This shit scares me.
All right. Well,
Going?
yeah, I think so. I need to go swim, and I'm tired. I'm really done.
Word.
So, everybody in the chat, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Phil, Ironworks, Billy. Thanks.
All right, Mike.
Yeah, man. See you guys later.
We'll be on
Take
again.
care.
And
All right.
appreciate it, guys.
Yep.
All right. Later.
Later, guys.